So with the new 1.41 patch update and Bleach Rebirth of Souls changing everything around in the game, I thought it might be best to come up with a new tiers list ranging from C tier to S tier in Bleach Rebirth of Souls. As many of you well know, multiple characters in the game received a buff or nerf since the last update, to the point that Bleach Rebirth of Souls feels like a new game. New mechanics have also been added to the mix, changing up how certain characters should be played. So today, I wanted to challenge myself and see if I can help you guys determine the best or worst characters to use in Bleach Rebirth of Souls to this date. So, please keep in mind this is my personal opinion based on my experience with top tier characters and top tier players in this game. So please, hit the like and hit the subscribe button if you're ready for today's video. Let's go. So jumping straight into this list, we have the worst character on Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I don't think you guys really want to argue with me when it comes to this character. We all love Rangiku. She is a baddie, yo. Like, she really do put on for the Matsumoto clan. She is definitely one of my favorite characters in Bleach, let alone anime alone for, you know, the reasons I must not speak of in this video. But to be honest with you guys, if we're just being straightforward, she's just a fun character to use. She's not good in the game. I'm not gonna lie, she's just at a disadvantage at all times. Yeah, she has range when she goes into her Bankai, but anybody with a brain will get around her abilities fairly easily, and it's not like she's gonna TOD you or anything, so it's nothing dangerous that's gonna come from her going into her Bankai. Yeah, she might zone you a little bit, but if you just pay attention to what your opponent is trying to do, you should be able to get past her. So she is at the bottom of the C tier for me. So that leads us to the next character on this list, coming in at number 36, and at the bottom of the C tier class. This dude Izuru Kida is so underwhelming, and it sucks because he's really an amazing character. I understand what the devs were thinking when they put this character together. You know, the ability to use, you know, Bakudo number 30, lock his opponent down and hit them with the Kikon move. He can weigh you down with his SP1. And anytime he does slashes in his Bankai state or his Shikai state, I can't remember which one it is, but once he goes into that state, or we'll just call it awakening for right now, okay? Once he goes into his awakening, he really can become a dangerous character because he can level all the way up to number 4, and he can literally hit you with a unblockable level 6 Kikon move. So this is definitely one of those things you guys have to worry about with your boy Kida. But honestly, he's super slow. His neutral game is horrible. Horrible. I don't even know how to, you know, tell you guys how bad his neutral game is, right? The best thing about him is probably his Sig that can lead into a grab, or you can go Sig, backstep, Sig, light, and you can just kind of like play with your opponent, you know, doing that. But for the most part, man, none of that matters because at the end of the day, he's so slow that anyone using any character above this character can simply just bypass you and just punish you anytime you're like in the neutral game or not using a positive attack like a light that's super slow for him, man. His lights are so slow, bro. It's almost not even worth it to go for it, man. But if you guys love using Kida, I understand because he does have some redeeming factors to him. You can kill your opponent in 2 moves, man. So let's get on to the next character, bro. I really don't know what to say about this character because he can almost feel overwhelming at times. Like your boy Sajin Kamamura coming in at the number 35 spot. This dude, I really don't know what to say about this guy other than the fact that, bro, they nerfed him to the ground, bro. All big Bankais got nerfed to the ground. And this character, he's really fun to use until your opponent awakens. That's just the end of the story when it comes to him, man. Once your opponent awakens, you virtually do no damage. You do no damage. If you don't Keycon twice with this guy, you're not going to win the match. And that's kind of the same thing with your boy Renji. If Renji does not hit you with 2 Keycon moves, pretty much both of these characters are the same. If they don't hit you with 2 Keycon moves, they won't be able to kill you once you go into Bankai, and you'll simply be able to outlast them either due to time, or as soon as they come out of their Bankai, you can just punish them, hit them with a Keycon move, all types of stuff, right? But what people also don't know is big Bankais, they cannot block or dodge any attacks, man. So if they are not at full health, you can literally just kill them or parry them out of their Bankais, man. So your boy Kamamura, Sajin, and your boy Renji Abarai, personally to me, these characters are horrible, man. Coming in at the number 34 spot. Yeah, these guys rank at the bottom of the C tier. Now they can zone you and they can cause problems for you, but as soon as you awaken, they won't do any damage. Now the next character is going to be probably the most controversial character on this list, and he is a C tier character. He's at the top of C tier, but he is a C tier character, and I'm gonna put some respect on his name, so please give me a chance to help you guys understand why I'm ranking Byakuya Kuchiki at number 33. He is really a good character to use, but he is not easy to use. Please understand what I'm saying. This character is amazing in the game, but he's not easy to use, and that's the honest truth about Byakuya. He used to be really easy to use. Yes, he used to, right? This is before we all knew how to play the game, and this is also before they nerfed him with the original update, bro. But this dude, Byakuya Kuchiki, is one of the best characters in the game that takes a lot of skill. And I really want to put him in B tier, but I have to put him in C tier simply because everyone in this game can literally just rush him. If you're a good player at the game, all you have to do is rush Byakuya, bro. Block, stay safe, and just constantly use plus frames, get in close, and just abuse them. It's very easy to get around Byakuya, man. I can think of 1,000 characters on this game that cause hell for Byakuya. If you run into a Byakuya main, he is good at the game, bro. I'm serious. Unfortunately, this is something that we don't want to accept, but zoning in Bleach Rebirth of Souls has always been like, it's always been a skill. Honestly, it really has, you know, because this game calls for people who like to rush down. Now, the next character on this list, personally, to me, this is the last C tier character, and he used to be a S tier character in my opinion, but they nerfed him, and this dude takes so much damage, it's almost not worth picking this character. And please understand, just because I put a character in C tier, that does not mean you can't win with these characters. You might just be really good at the game, and you're really good at exploiting, you know, other characters' weaknesses, or your opponent, you catch on to their patterns really well, and you're just really good at the game. But the truth is, your boy Grimmjow, he does more damage to himself than he does to his opponents. Now, he's very strong, he does have a lot of fun combos, and he has a cool little TOD if you're in Spirit Drive, you know, but it does so much damage to you. There's really no reason to use him. There's other characters that do the same amount of damage, so I'm just gonna put him at the top of the C tier. Personally, he's plus on a lot of his moves, and he's really fun to go against, and he's really fun to use as well, but personally, I just don't think he makes the B tier list. Now, those last two characters are going to be super controversial, but that's personally where I rank them. I got other reasons why, but I don't have enough time to go over that. I must jump into the first B tier character that I have on this list, and it's really self-explanatory. Your boy Chad Sato, this dude is an all-around great character. He does really good damage, but the truth must be told about Sato players. If you are a Sato player, a Chad player, whatever you want to call him, you're just a legit player and you're really good at the game. That's the honest truth. The last three characters are characters that if you use them, I just know you're good at the game because they take a lot of work to use them compared to all the other characters on this list. So I'm kind of done with like counting my numbers on these characters. I really just want to talk to you guys about where they rank as far as like the tier list. Honestly, that leads us to the next character. Now this character is so tricky. Your boy Shinji, right? Your boy Shinji is so difficult to scale at times because when he's in Sakanade, this dude is a S tier character. Let me say this now. When Shinji is in Sakanade, he is a S tier character, but if he's not in Sakanade and his opponent is zoning him or just playing things safe, this dude is hard to use. He's extremely slow. He has a nice breaker. You get what I'm saying? And he has a lot of power when he's using his heavies, but this character is really not overwhelming, bro. As long as they don't get into Sakanade, you are safe. There is nothing to fear with Shinji. Anybody who uses Shinji as well as I do, they'll tell you, bro, if he's not in Sakanade, I don't fear him at all. Like, I don't fear him. Now, his mix-ups do change once he get into Sakanade. Like I said, he becomes an S tier character, so I have him at the bottom of B tier. You know what I'm saying? He's a character that can overwhelm any other character in the game if used properly, but you really want to get into Sakanade and hit somebody with a TOD. That's really all you're banking on with this character. Other than that, you know, it's just like, I can use Kisuke to do the same thing, basically. Or you can use, you know, other characters that have TODs as well. Now, the next character we're going to go over, this guy, he's kind of like mid to me. Your boy Tosen Kaname, he's like a character that can do everything other than TOD. Does that make sense? Like, he has everything that you would want in a character, but he just can't TOD. That's the only thing. Like, you should never fear when you're going against the Kaname Tosen that you're gonna die, right? So this character is a B tier character for me simply because he really has no end game. There's no end game to him. You just have to dominate your opponent with him. You have to simply dominate your opponent, which means he's the middle of the pack type of guy. He has a lot of counters. He has a really good signature. You get what I'm saying? Being able to parry every attack almost in the game. And he has an amazing SFA. You get what I'm saying? Or tilt, whatever you guys want to call it. He has an amazing ability to step through on his attacks if he do things the right way. And his light into his sig works, or you can do light into his tilt. That also works, and you'll be plus on all of that stuff. So he has some really good redeeming factors. I ended up ranking him a lot higher than I usually would, simply because this recent update changed the way the game actually works. The biggest problem with Kaname Tosen is the fact that he doesn't have any TODs, so he really does struggle putting out damage without reverse. But now that every character can get their reverse back after they do a Keycon move, right? After you do a Keycon move, you can get all your reverse back. That right there just catapulted him up because now he's dangerous. You constantly have to deal with him simply because, you know, he's going to constantly have his reverse, and that's always been his biggest weakness, is that he can't kill you. You get what I'm saying? And as you guys can see in this very clip alone, I'm having to do so much just to kill my opponents. You get what I'm saying? So that's really the biggest weakness with him. But other than that, he's a perfect character, man. If you use him, you're going to be at an advantage as soon as you get into your Bankai. And yeah, man, he has parries, tilts, all that stuff that works really well against any character in the game. So the next character we have is your girl Rukia. Man, she is a B tier character, whether you guys like it or not. I know she has some really good TODs, and she feels amazing. She's super fast, and she can be a problem for anyone who don't know how to deal with her. You get what I'm saying? The most recent update kind of changed how she's used, but she still is a dangerous TOD character, and she's a movement character as well. So that's kind of how she has like an advantage over every other character on this list, because she's literally faster than every character we've gone over so far, and she comes with some built-in TODs that are really easy to execute. This character is probably the second or third fastest character in the game, and I'm not even joking, bro. She is a headache. If you're going against someone who really knows how to use Rukia, you're going to have a tough time, man. So I have her at the top of the B tier, man. There's not too many characters that, you know, you can use that are better than her, that are balanced, right? Like, out of all the balanced characters, she sits at the top, man. Any other character, you know, kind of like above this is really when we're starting to work into, you know, the unbalanced things of the game, man. But honestly, Rukia is an all-around plus. She's really like the pinnacle of rush down on this game, right? So if you want to use a rush down character, you want to just constantly be in your opponent's face, causing them hell. Typically, you would pick like a Grimmjow, or you would pick like a freaking Rukia, right? But the difference between, you know, Rukia and Grimmjow is that Grimmjow, whenever he does any TODs, whenever he does any damage, he literally loses health, which helps your opponent. Whereas Rukia, she don't lose no health, and she's just as fast. Honestly, I'd say she's faster, right? And she has more plus frames, you know, because they nerfed your boy Grimmjow. So honestly, I think she's like a better Grimmjow on this game, personally. So now we're getting to the top of the B tier list. Your boy Nnoitra Gilga is one of them ones, man. I really wanted to put him in A tier. You get what I'm saying? Because he has so much damage priority over anyone he plays against. He really can shred through, you know, your Chads, your Kenpachis, any character that has a lot of health. He can shred through them, man. And if you get him to his 6-arm state, Lord have mercy, this character will literally smack half of your health off with just one SP1. And because he has super armor, you can't check him out of it. It's not like you're gonna run up and knock him out of it. That's not how it works, man. Anybody I see using Nnoitra Gilga, I already know they're good at the game, man. I just know they're good at the game because he's slow. Don't get it twisted. He's slow. He has a really good step-in dash. You get what I'm saying? Where you can grab your opponent, go right into, you know, a SFA or a tilt, and then step through it and get a lot of damage off. But for the most part, this character can be zoned, or he can be out-punched because he's not fast. So as long as you stay up close on him or keep a big distance against him, you really have a good advantage on him. You know what I'm saying? The only time you're really in trouble when you're fighting, you know, a Nnoitra is when you're constantly hitting him with Keycon moves, getting him to his 6-arm state, or when you're just, you know, standing like in that neutral zone against him where he can like land everything. You get what I'm saying? He can do a step-in dash attack that grabs you and pulls you closer, and then he can go directly into a tilt from there, and then from there he can flash step ho-ho through and get so much damage off, and he can do it on repeat. And as long as he sigs up, he's gonna get hit priority on the first hit. You get what I'm saying? So honestly, you really want to zone him or just be all up on him to where the point like your opponent cannot breathe. You just want him to not be able to breathe, or you want to zone him. So I really have him at the top of B tier, man. This is a B plus tier character for sure. Now, the next character we have on this list is probably going to ruffle a couple of feathers, but I'm just gonna say it. Your boy Uryu is not broken, bro. He's not broken, and I have him at the top of the B tier class. I have him at B plus tier because this dude, he's really just like, he's hard to use. That's the truth. Now, if you can master him, right, he's very similar to Byakuya, but he's better than Byakuya in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? Not head to head though. Not head to head though. But if you're asking me who has an advantage over more characters in this game, I would say your boy Uryu Ishida. You get what I'm saying? Versus a Byakuya. Because Byakuya, man, I swear, dog, as long as you rush him, you're good. But with Uryu, you know, pretty much you can do a lot of sidestepping, and you can do some things that can give you space with Uryu, whereas with Byakuya, a lot of his moves is kind of predictable. You know he's either going to do a light, or he's going to do a heavy, or he's going to do a sig. He's very one-dimensional, guys, and he only has one parry that costs 2 stocks of SP2. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, dude, dog, he's just a dangerous character to use. Now, with your boy Uryu has evolution. You get what I'm saying? Like, that is something that's really good with him. Like, once he gets into his sublimation, he starts hitting hard, and he can hit you from a further distance. So he has some really cool redeeming factors about him, especially once he gets into Spirit Drive. He can reawaken, and that's really where you get the most damage out of this character. But for the most part, all you have to do is sidestep Uryu. That's really the honest truth. Every top tier player on this game will tell you Uryu is very easy to get around. Pick a fast character and sidestep everything. You can use a Yoruichi and give him hell. You can use a Soi Fon and give him hell. You get what I'm saying? You can use a Rukia and give him hell. Any character that can, you know, move really fast, sidestep, and get a lot of distance, like a Toshiru Hitsugaya, oh my god. You're just going to give this character hell. Honestly, it takes skill to use Uryu, and this is something that, you know, the Bleach community has gone back and forth with, you know, for a very long time. But the honest truth is this. If someone's beating you with Uryu, that's because you don't know what you're doing. It's not because they're doing something right. It's because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Uryu is that hard to use, man. That's just the honest truth. Hate me for it, you know, or love me for saying this, but I had to learn this the hard way. I thought Uryu was an easy character to use, and then I tried to use him against my top tier friends, and I couldn't do anything, right? So that leads us to the very first A tier character on this list, man. And honestly, I wanted to rank her a lot lower simply because your girl Unohana Retsu, she has to earn everything, man. Yachiru, she really does have to earn everything. And I mean it, guys. So she has to build her own evolution bar, or, you know, her freaking sublimation bar, right? But once she gets into sublimation, she becomes a S tier character. But you have to earn it. You have to earn it. Everything about it is just like, man, if I use this character, I'm taking a big risk, because if I'm going against the top tier player, he's not going to just allow me to hit him with signature combos to build up my spiritual pressure. I'm going to have to earn it. I'm going to have to catch him whenever I can. And once I do that, I must make sure it all lands. But on the plus side, when you're using Yachiru, you have a really good heavy attack in sublimation or evolution, where you basically get so much distance between you and your opponent that you're actually safe when you're spamming it. So it's one of those things, man, where you can just use this as much as you want, but she really does lack when it comes to, you know, speed. She doesn't have a lot of speed. She's not super crafty when it comes to movement, so you can predict pretty much everything, right? So when you're getting into, you know, like the tournament level or the top tier level of play against, you know, all these other guys out there, what you'll notice is you're gonna struggle with Yachiru. You really are. You're gonna struggle with her. She doesn't have an advantage until she gets into sublimation, man. That's just the honest truth of it. And honestly, once she gets into sublimation, you kind of deserve to die. Isn't that the lore accuracy behind the show anyway, man? Once she goes into her Bankai state and gets serious, the fight is over. So it's kind of some lore accuracy going on with her. But for the most part, I have her, you know, at the bottom of A tier, which is respectable, right? Now, the next character we have on this list is supposed to be the best character on the game, man. The next character is your boy Yhwach, man. Holy crap, the new DLC has definitely been one for the books, right? Now, I want to get this out the way, right? This character has not been explored nearly enough for us to have him any lower than, you know, at the bottom of A tier, right? Because at the end of the day, when the game starts, right, at the beginning of the game, he's literally horrible. He's horrible. He doesn't have any moves. You have to unlock all this stuff. But if you do, I'd say if you get to about level 4, you become a B tier character. If you get to level 5, you become a high rank B tier character, like B plus tier, right? And then if you get to level 6, you're a clear A tier, right? And if you just so happen to unlock the Almighty, you become the best character in the game. So for right now, I think the safest place to place him is somewhere between the bottom of the A tiers to the mid of A tiers, right? This is really a character that you can't go wrong with picking him. You know, as long as you know what you're doing with him, you're gonna have an advantage when it comes to rush down. His light attack is the best light attack in the game. It used to be Dangai Ichigo, but it is now your boy Yhwach. So there's some things about him that's gonna make him a problem in the near future. Just give it a couple of months and you're gonna see some people mastering him, right? Now the next character on this list recently got buffed with the Yhwach update, and man, this character is one of them ones, man. Your girl Nelliel is a problem, man. I'm serious, guys. Anytime you run into a good Nelliel, you're going to be in for a treat, bro. I'm serious. I'm not glazing. She is a baddie, but she's also extremely hard to fight, especially in evolution. Once she resurrects, oh my god, she is hell, especially if she sigs up. And now that they've, you know, buffed her to where she can go directly into her SP2 out of a reverse yellow, man, what do? She already does insane damage, you know, just without using the SP2, but now she can use her SP2 and completely one-shot you. And if your character does not have a lot of health, it's over with, man. So I'm talking about, like, dog, she can literally sig up, grab you, hit the reverse yellow, and one-shot you. That's insane. And she's already plus on both of her freaking, you know, heavies and her freaking light attacks, simply because she has a sig move that allows her to step through all of her attacks, whether she wants to rush you or backstep or rush again and get a, you know, a crazy grab off. She really has everything in her arsenal, but her damage is insane, right? This is another character that you should use if you want to do big damage. She's like a better Grimmjow. She's plus on everything, dog. She can just rush you and just rush you and rush you. Now, the only thing that, you know, keeps her from being an S tier character is simply the fact that you have to sig up, and when you're going against top tier players, they're not going to let you. It's just that serious. It's that honest and that serious about it when it comes to her. No one's going to let you just sig up. Now, the next character recently received a buff, man. I don't know what to say about the boy Mayuri other than the fact that he is so dangerous now, man. I haven't seen a lot of people use him since the new patch update, but I'm serious, guys. I've already used him against a lot of characters in this game, being a top tier player myself, and I've been giving people hell with Mayuri, man. Mayuri Kurotsuchi is a problem, and the reason why he's a problem is because his SP2 can now be comboed into, man, whether you're using reverse yellow or whatever, man. You can literally combo into, you know, his SP2 when he calls out Nemu. So that's a problem, considering that his poison gauge goes up so fast and that he can just simply, you know, grab you cross map, bro. What people don't understand is he is a long distance and a short distance fighter, and he has damage to the levels of a freaking Nnoitra. I'm not joking, man. I'm not joking. This character can damn near one-shot you with every combo as long as that poison is out. And simply, the poison builds up so fast now because he can just sig after sig after sig. So that leads us to the next character I have on this list, sitting at the middle of the pack when it comes to the A tiers. Your boy Toshiro Hitsugaya, man. This dude is amazing. He has amazing TODs. He has so many things about him that makes him like a dangerous character, simply because he's probably the most balanced character in the game. He has an amazing sig. He has an amazing tilt. He has an amazing step-in dash attack. He also has amazing combo resets. You get what I'm saying? He has TODs. He does crazy damage. His SP2 is amazing. His SP1 is amazing. Everything is amazing about him. You know, the only thing he kind of lacks in is just like his grab. His grab is really not one of those grabs you want to throw out there. You want to use it if you know you're going to land it. You get what I'm saying? But he's kind of at the middle of the pack for the S tier for me, simply because, you know, he's one of those characters, he's only as good as the person using him, right? If you are a top tier player, this dude damn near turns into a S tier. If you're bad at the game, this character turns into a bad character, man. But on the plus side, he is the most balanced character on the game. He is the go-to character for me. I've been saying this for about a year now. We're closing in on a year, man, and I've really been telling people, bro, if you want to learn Bleach Rebirth of Souls, pick Toshido Hitsugaya. He's the perfect character to learn the game. The starter of the game. Right? Now, the next character on this list is a character that you guys might not agree on, you know, if you're not a top tier player on the game. But Szayelaporro is definitely one of the best characters in the game. He's kind of, you know, like a mid A tier character, kind of pushing, you know, a S tier character or an A plus tier character. Depending on how you use him, he can become a headache, man. This dude can resurrect 2 times, guys. 2 times. Not only can he resurrect 2 times, he also can kill you with 2 Keycon moves, depending on what he pulls on his Keycon move attacks. You know, he can pull a heart, he can pull a liver, he can pull a lung, you know, you name it. He can damn near pull every organ in your body and kill you, right? But what really makes him dangerous is once he gets his knowledge up and he starts, you know, sigging and going into, you know, his tilt, back into his grab, he can just trap you in an infinite loop and do heavy damage, bro. And it's like, man, this dude is a gadget character, but still he has damage output like a Nnoitra or something like that, which is crazy, right? And that's really why I have him so high on this list. But he cannot be an A plus tier or an S tier character because you simply have to earn all of his abilities. And speaking of earning abilities, your boy Shuhei Hisagi is the perfect definition of that. This character has to build up his fear gauge in order to kill any of his opponents, man. That's just the honest truth of using this character. Is he drippy? Yes. Is he a really good character? Yes. I really want to rank him as, you know, an A plus tier, but the very simple fact that, you know, he has to earn everything. You get what I'm saying? It's just one of those ones where it's like, okay, we can't put you too far up because every character in the A plus tier, they don't have to earn anything. Honestly, they really don't. There's only one I can think of, but you guys already know who I'm talking about. But before we even get to that, your boy Shuhei Hisagi is an amazing zoner killer, bro. This dude is really good in the neutral game. And honestly, bro, he can also kill you with 2 Keycon moves as long as that fear gauge builds up. And the fear gauge is honestly, it's going to build up simply because your opponents are going to hit you with an ultimate, and that goes towards everything. So this dude has a really good combo reset that makes him super dangerous, and pretty much anything from the neutral game and long distance, he's going to dominate you, right? Now the next character we have on this list is your boy Ichibe Kurosaki Rukia Rescue Arc, right? This dude is just, bro, like, I don't really have much to say about this dude other than he's great at everything. I'm serious, guys. He's great at everything. He has a lot of plus frames, so I'm just gonna put him right above your boy Hisagi. And I think this is when we're starting to approach the A plus tier. He's definitely an A plus tier character. I don't think anyone can deny that, right? So we don't even have to talk about that character. I really hate that character, honestly, right? So the next character we have on the list is a sleeper character, man. Only the real ones know how broken this dude really can be, man. And they nerfed him, believe it or not. They nerfed him. They peeled him back a little bit because for a while he was really running things on this game. But at the time when he was running things, we didn't even have rank match. So a lot of people don't know about him if they didn't use him. And that's your boy Kaien Shiba. This is another A plus tier character. So this is our second A plus tier character on the list so far. And this dude damage is insane. His sig is insane. This dude has so many redeeming factors about him that just say, hey, you know what, I should use this guy. When it comes to movement, when it comes to distance, when it comes to tilt, when it comes to sig, he is good on everything, man. And he can sig mid combo and restart the combo. Man, this dude is amazing, bro. He's amazing. And that leads us to the very next character. A lot of people would rank her a lot higher. Man, your girl Tierra Hallibel, she's definitely one of them ones, man. When it comes to damage, she is the queen of damage, bro. But I have her at about A+ tier simply because certain characters on the game are now starting to eclipse her. Though she just got a recent buff, I still think she's an A+ tier character, kinda at the top of everything, you know. She's not the best character, but she's damn near the best, and put her in the right hands and she's going to dominate no matter what character you use against her, man. Her TODs are amazing, the visuals with her, everything is amazing. Her sig, her tilt, everything, and her guard damage is amazing, but she has been nerfed recently. About what, 2 patches ago she got nerfed. They nerfed the damage she does to your guard, so we had to peel her back and drop her out of, you know, like the top 15. Now that leads us to the newly buffed Yoruichi Shihoi, man. Holy crap, bro. This chick is super cracked, bro. As you guys know, if you do a freaking flash step master into her SP1, it's a whole combo restand, bro, and it's ridiculous because everyone has been using her since the last update. This is the most used character in the game right now. Everyone is a Yoruichi main, bro, and to be honest with you, she used to be really broken when the game came out. Then they took out her combo reset with her heavy triangle, and then she just became like a C tier character or like a B tier character, and all these Yoruichi mains know it. They know it. Whether they want to admit it or not, she dropped precipitously when they nerfed her, man. But now with this new update, bro, she is so cracked. The fact that she can reset her combo at any time, pretty much if she gets you in the red, or if she starts a combo and then it takes you into the red, if she has any reverse, you're gone, bro. You already know her freaking tilt at point blank range, which she will get to, is unblockable. She can reset it with the Ankin. You get what I'm saying? And if she step into a Flash Master, go back into the combo, she has the most mix-ups in the game, bro. Literally the most mix-ups. Now this leads us to the next character, rightfully so. We have to put her up there now, man. And I know you guys don't know about this chick yet, but your girl Soi Fon is a problem. Soi Fon has recently been buffed with the new patch update, man, and holy crap, bro. This chick, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We are sitting at the top of the A tier, bro. She is an A+ tier, just like your girl Yoruichi Shihoi, and oh my god, bro, I really want to rank her a little bit higher because her SP1 now, you can combo into, you can go from the SP1 into an Ankin and then reset it and then do it all over again, bro. You can shred people health, and you can go ahead and cook your SP1, right? You can cook your SP1. Let's say you got all your Ankins and you cook your SP1 and your opponent is far away from you. They have to get to you. It's a problem now. They have to get to you, because if they don't get to you, you're gonna do the sting of death. You're gonna do the sting of death. And if they move, you can let go of the SP1 and start your combo and do it all over again, bro. So honestly, if you're a Soi Fon main right now, there's nothing you can complain about, bro. You have the fastest character in the game. You have the best movement in the game. Not only do you have a SP1 that can be baited into a combo reset, or it can be baited into a freaking TOD with a sting of death. Bro, you got everything you need, man. And you have a Bakudo number 30 that can reset the boy and sit him still for a good period of time, that you can even get a SP1 off, bro. And did I mention that she can take 6 bars with a Keycon move once she get into sublimation, bro? She's super cracked, bro. Super cracked. Now, the next character on this list is definitely going to be one of them ones that you guys need to watch out for, man. And I'm kind of doing you guys a favor, because all the pros, all the top tier players, we all know about this character, man. We all know about your boy Ikkaku Madarame, and honestly, we just happy that more people don't use him, man. This dude is one of those ones, man. He has a really good signature. He also has an amazing tilt. And his signature and his tilt can all connect into one. His combos connect into his tilt and into his signature. Pretty much, this dude is just one of those gadget characters where every time you use him, you constantly want to use his sig to reset. You constantly want to cause like a diversion, a visual diversion, right? Fake pressure is what we like to call it in fighting games. You get what I'm saying? But this guy, he really does have like some real pressure that comes with, you know, the feints and stuff like that that people like to use. But once he goes into, you know, his Ukimaru, basically once he goes into his freaking Bankai, this dude becomes an absolute nuisance, man. When it comes to range in the mid-range game, bro, this dude dominates neutral. Like, it's not even fair. It's not even fair. This dude has an advantage over you at all times. And if he levels up his dragon, he will hit you with a 6 Keycon move. So this dude is really scratching on the door of being a S tier character, man. But he is not an S tier character simply because he takes a lot of skill to use, bro. That's just the honest truth. Now, the next character on this list is another A+ tier character. Honestly, I didn't know where to put him simply because he's the only character on this list that has no weaknesses against any character on this game. There's no matchup that you're gonna have where you're using a character and, you know, your boy Shunsui Kyoraku is at a disadvantage. So simply off of that alone, I have your boy sitting at an A+ tier character. You know what I'm saying? He's not the best of the A tiers, but he's definitely an A+ tier character. And he's one of those characters that if you're going against a good one, you're probably going to lose. There's just so many things that this character has. I really don't want to break down, you know, the abilities that he have. Just know he has 3, you know, Bankai abilities, or actually they're his Shikai, right? He has 3 Shikai abilities that he can go into, and each one of them can change the way the game is going. Either he can use it to come back against his opponent, or he can use it to overwhelm his opponent. Now, the only downside to using Shunsui Kyoraku is that once he goes into his Shikai, you know, he must play the games as well. So it's very lore accurate when you're using your boy Shunsui Kyoraku, but he definitely is a character that you guys should learn to master, because once you do, you will literally have, honestly, a neutral advantage against any character in the game, bro. His, you know, his sig is really good. And now with the new buff, it can confirm into a freaking, you know, SP1, and it can confirm into a combo. It's just amazing the things that you can do with this character, and his damage is through the roof. And even if he don't get a lot of damage off, he can always play the devil's game, and basically, you know, any damage you guys do to each other at the very end of his ticker, all that damage will go to the opponent that he is fighting or to himself. So it's kind of like, you know, a gift and a curse. But that's really where I rank him. You know, the next character we have on this list used to be probably the most dangerous character in the entire game, but with the recent patch update, this dude can no longer just TOD you with the heavy reset anymore. He can't do that anymore. This was basically a glitch in the game, and they took it out. So your boy Horn of Salvation Ichigo is now back to where he rightfully should have been from the very start, man. And he's gone about 4 to 5 months, you know, having this ability in the game, but they've recently taken it out because it's just unfair. It doesn't use any resources. You don't have to use any resources to pull off his TOD. It's just a foregone conclusion. Once he awakens, he can hit you with a TOD, bro. It's just that simple, but they have taken that out. So since they've taken that out, he is sitting at an A+ tier. You know, he's kind of like a middle of the pack on the A+ tier, or, you know, just a little higher than a Shunsui Kyoraku, simply because he is the combo master. He's the combo master, bro. When it comes to, you know, variety of how he can start a combo, how he can finish a combo, there really isn't any other characters in the game like him. Honestly, your boy Horn of Salvation Ichigo is really one of them ones, bro. Like, if I see you with a Horn of Salvation Ichigo, I'm panicking. Because I'm like, bro, if he knows what he's doing, dog, I'm going to have a hard time keeping him off. Because there's really only one way to, you know, get in on your boy Ichigo Kurosaki in his Horn of Salvation form. You have to wait for your opponent to go from their sig or their tilt into a light string. And when they do that, they are not plus. But depending on how they start it up, they can go into a grab, which is plus. So honestly, this dude is definitely still one of them top dogs, man. He only has one real opening, bro. He can stop zoners, and he can fight up close with the best of them, and his neutral game is amazing based off of his sig. So that leads us to the character that you guys have all been waiting for. Where did you guys think I was going to rank your boy Aizen? Sosuke Aizen. This dude is super cracked, and with the new update, they've changed how you use him. Though he is still the same, they've changed how you use his forms, right? So now he basically stays in base a lot longer, right? But that's okay, because once he gets to Hogyoku Fusion State 2, he can now, you know, hold his sig and damn near instantly get into his reawakened state, where he goes into his butterfly Aizen state. So, you know, I kind of dropped him in the rankings because he's not as aggressive as he used to be, right? Getting to that Hogyoku Fusion State 2 was everything with Aizen before this patch update, but now you're forced to fight with him in base, where he's still good. He can still use moves like El Escudo. He can use everything he could use in, you know, Hogyoku Fusion State 2, but there's one little addition that you guys don't think about that kind of makes me keep him where he's at, right? And that's the freaking Kyokusu Getsu, right? You can do this about 2 to 3 times against your opponent. That's how long you stay in base with Aizen. So some people think, you know, he got buffed. Some people think, you know, he's been nerfed. It really all depends on, you know, how you play with him and how you use him. So I have him, you know, at A+ tier. I don't think he's S tier anymore personally. I really don't think he's S tier. Some people may disagree with me, but that's just one of those things where, you know, it's just to each his own. You get what I'm saying? His signature is still good. Everything's still good. It's just he stays in base now, right? Now, that leads us to my favorite character on the game, your boy Kisuke Urahara. As you guys know, I'm a Kisuke main. This dude is my favorite character on the game. He's not my favorite character in the Bleach anime, but he's my favorite character on the game. And this dude is just... I really don't know what to say about this character. I really don't. He has an amazing signature, which is a Kamisuri Benihime. He basically can parry anything in the game. Not even basically. He can tear up a freaking big Bankai. He's literally Aizen's worst nightmare. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's super aggressive, he's their worst nightmare, because he can now, you know, use his freaking signature super fast. He's always been able to use it fast, but he can use it super fast now if he's in Are You Prepared, right? Now, once he goes into his SP2, he has so many combo variables. Like, this dude has a TLD. He has all types of stuff in this state, so you guys have to be on the lookout. But the most redeeming factor about your boy Kisuke Urahara is that he is the fastest character in the game when it comes to moving forward. Once he's in Are You Prepared, there is no character that has a movement advantage over him. Let that be very clear, man. I hope I, you know, emphasize on that enough. Get into the SP2 with him, and you're guaranteed to have a speed advantage, bro. And if you keto step with him, bro, you're gonna do crazy damage. And a lot of you don't even know about that, but I'm gonna leave him at an A+ tier just for that, right? Now, he is the last of the A+ tiers, man. It's time to get into the real problems on Bleach Rebirth of Souls, man. Every character from this point on is a S tier character. However you want to rank these characters, that's upon you. I'm gonna rank these guys the way I see fit. Your boy Ulquiorra just received a new buff, and basically when he gets into Segunda Etapa, he can hold his freaking healing, right? He can hold his instant regeneration, and if he holds his instant regeneration, it damn near gives him an entire bar of health, right? So nothing's changed with his combos, nothing's changed with his damage, you get what I'm saying? But everything else is just like a foregone conclusion, bro. When you use this character, you're bound to win. You're bound to win. Everything about this character just screams you want to beat the shit out of your opponent, man. Let's just be honest, bro. This dude has amazing setos. He has amazing damage. Yeah, he takes his own damage anytime he puts out, you know, a seto, but who cares? At this point now, because you can hold your signature, guess what, bro? You're going to get all of that back. Not your signature. Because you can hold your instant regeneration, right? You can get all your health back. and it don't matter what form you're in with your boy Ulquiorra. Now, the next character we have on the list is another S tier character. Personally, I don't think, he will ever fall from the S tier. Is your man, Head Captain Yamamoto. This dude is a problem. If you are a Head Captain main, you can dominate anyone in the game, bro. Let's just call it what it is. These flames are an actual problem. You can TOD with them, or you can just do constant damage with them. You get what I'm saying? Now, on the plus side, he does take damage whenever he goes into the Inferno state. But if you're a really good, Head Captain Yamamoto player, you're never going to stay into, you're not going to stay in the Inferno state too long. You're always going to do whatever you can to either get out of the Inferno gauge or, utilize it while you're in it. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you're a bad, Head Captain player, then, Head Captain is probably going to be the worst character for you because he's definitely meant for the top tier players of the game. And yeah, us top tier players do abuse this character, man. He can take 6 key cons, so he can kill you in 2. You know what I'm saying? He does probably the most damage on this game. You know what I'm saying? And once he goes into his Inferno gauge, he can freaking reset with a SIG into a heavy. You get what I'm saying? Into the SP1, back into the freaking SP2. Oh my god, like his options just open up, right? Now, with the new update, we have to talk about the next character that I believe is a S tier character. Many people are going to disagree when they see this, but I truly believe Ichibe Hyosube is a S tier character. And the reason why I think he's a S tier character is because it's almost a guarantee that this dude is going to get into his level 4 SIG, right? He already has a superior tilt. He already has a superior grab. He already has a lot of things that come with him that makes him very dangerous. He can kill you with 6 Keycon moves, or he can hit you with a freaking TOD, or he can get to level 4 and hit you with an SP1 and it's going to kill you. It doesn't matter who you are. It's going to one-tap your health. You get what I'm saying? He can paint you with, Black Ant. Once he do that, your power is cut in half. Literally, your power is cut in half. And I'm not just talking about your freaking, Keycon move is cut in half. The damage you do in your combos is also cut in half. And his is doubled. So, as long as you're just painting the town black, bro, you're going to constantly have an advantage over your opponent. And simply, the tilt, it's just uncheckable, bro. The best you can do is dodge it. And on the wake up, you can't dodge it. On awaken, you cannot dodge it, man. So it's just like one of those things, man, where you just gotta be extremely fast and get out the way against your boy Ichibe Hyosube. Now, that leads us to the very next character who also received a buff, and that's your boy Bankai Ichigo. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this character. Where is your boy Bankai Ichigo? He better be a S tier character because he's still a problem in the game. As you guys know, his Vasta Lorde has recently been buffed, where he can basically just do more in the Vasta Lorde state. And honestly, I don't even want to go over that topic because he's not one of those characters that even need Vasta Lorde. Bankai Ichigo is a S tier character, bro. It's just the honest truth about it. He's so good, it makes no sense. And he's almost guaranteed now with, now that everybody can get their freaking reverse back after every Kaikon move, he's guaranteed to get into Sublimation or Spirit Drive. It's a guaranteed foregone conclusion, bro. So, what that means is every time you fight Bankai Ichigo, again, you're going to see Vasta Lorde. You're going to see it, man. You're going to see it, bro. That's just the honest truth of it, man. I really do believe he's better than every other character on this list. Some characters can get up with him. Some characters, can give him hell, bro. But, dog, if you run into a top tier player that uses Bankai Ichigo, man, you're just in for a long day, bro. You're in for a long day. There's only a few characters on this list that will really give him, like, a run for his money and cause him hell, bro. It cause him hell. And we're talking about these characters right now. So the next S tier character on this list, man, we're starting to get up there, is your boy Gin Ichimaru, bro. I'm so happy for him, man. I'm so happy that he just recently got buffed. And dog, he is a actual problem. If you're a Gin main, bro, you eating right now with this update, bro. He is insane. He's insane. He's plus on a lot of his moves now. And bro, one of my dogs is the best Kaien Shiba player in the game, bro. And I really wanted to get him on this video so that he could talk about, you know, all the things that you can do now with Kaien Shiba. But honestly, this dude has a TOD now. He's safe on Sig, depending on how you use it. He can combo off Sig. There's so many ways you can confirm with him now, bro. Like, they took away certain things, you get what I'm saying? But you had to be good enough to even do those certain things that I'm about to talk about. Actually, I'm not going to talk about them because you can't even do them anymore, right? Honestly, this character is just one of those ones. I have not used him yet, but every top tier player that I played against say that he is literally top 5, top 3 in the game right now. So I'm just going to take their word for it, man. And until I use the new version of Kaien Shiba, I'm just going to fall back on that. I might want to rank him higher. Who knows? Who knows? But I do know that everyone is saying he is better than damn near every character on, you know, Bleach Rebirth of Souls right now, bro. He is a problem. He is a real headache, dog. This dude, they fixed him. They fixed him, finally. Now, another character that they fixed, holy crap, is your boy Kenny. Zaraki Kenpachi needed this buff so bad because Zaraki Kenpachi was actually one of the worst characters in the game. Now, I get it. This dude has always been able to, you know, have that comeback factor simply because, you know, once he goes into sublimation, he can take 6 Keycon bars. But this dude is so slow. How could you complain about the slowest character in the game? This dude was so slow, man. It was just like, dog, I don't even want to use this character. We use him because we love him. That's it. But now you can freaking combo into his SP2, or you can use the SP2 to start up the combo and go directly into a Sig, into a freaking light, into your heavy combo, and then do it all over again, bro. This dude is a guarantee one shot as soon as he gets into sublimation. Isn't that crazy? That's literally what it is, bro. And as long as you use the SP2 on wake up, meaning like once you knock your opponent away and you ho-ho step through, right? If you go directly into the SP2, they will not be able to get up in enough time. I mean, they'll get up, but they won't be able to dodge, they won't be able to backstep, and they won't be able to break out of it or anything. You get what I'm saying? The most they could do is flash step. If they have like a certain character that can parry, they might be able to parry it, but it's a guarantee. It's a guarantee, bro. I'm not even capping to you guys, man. I get super excited when I think of, you know, how Kenny is, bro. But everybody agrees that he's top 3 right now, bro. Like, this is something that everyone has been saying, dog. This dude is super wicked right now, bro. His damage is the same. His damage is the same, but now that SP2 is a factor, bro. You're not going to go the whole game without using the SP2. Now you can combo into that mug. So guess what? If you're just standing there, dog, he's just going to super armor through your shit. Now, the second best character in the game, without a doubt, has not changed. I mean, we had him at number 1 before this update, but they kind of peeled the layer back with him a little bit because he was just doing too much. And that was your boy Coyote Stark, man. Anybody that played Bleach Rebirth of Souls, they know Coyote Stark was the best character in the game for a couple of months, bro. It was really bad, dog. Like, this dude was an actual headache. Simply because once he gets into, you know, evolution, all he has to do is evolve and he can automatically take 6 Keycon bars, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even joking. This dude can take 6 Keycon bars soon as he awakens, soon as he resurrects Shion. So this dude is just like, I don't know what to say. And his freaking combo reset in with his freaking dogs is just next level, bro. Like, this dude has a crazy TOD. Now you have to use 2 dogs to reset the combo, but it really don't change a thing. It just changes how much resources you have to use to do it, but it's still the same process. Once you get caught with a combo in his resurrection state, you're going into this TOD and it's no way to get out of it, bro, unless you reverse, but chances are you won't have enough resources, right? Now, we are finally going to talk about the best character in the game by far. I don't understand why people are still having conversations about how he's not the best character in the game, how he's not broken. It's clear that your boy Dangai Ichigo is the best character in the game by far. He is a free win, bro. He is a free win. This character needs a nerf ASAP. But speaking of nerfs, that's exactly what they did not give him with this recent patch update. They actually gave him a buff. They made his freaking tilt uninterruptible. Like, what? Huh? You can grab him. You can grab him. That's about it. You can't like do anything to you once he's in his, you know, his third conclusion, bro. There's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? This character is he's an easy win. I don't understand why people don't like. They don't want to accept this. They're like, oh well, he has to kill in 3 Keycon moves. No, it's really 2. It's really 2 because once he gets into his final state, it's going to happen. You're not surviving this final state, bro. You're not surviving it, bro. I hate that Dangai mains try and make it seem like we're actually going to survive this state. You're not going to survive it, bro. So, this is my all-time list. This is from C rank all the way up to S tier. This is the best character in the game, and I showed you guys the worst characters in the game, man. I tried my best to break everything down for you guys, man. I don't know everything, so please excuse me if I got some things wrong, man, but I tried my best. It's your boy Big Hotto. This is the official rankings of 2025 on Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I'm out.